With Toronto FC play-by-play man Dan Dunleavy, it's Toronto visiting Kansas City on Saturday. Dan, it's the international break's over. Toronto's back. Now, this is the segment where we normally talk about the opposition, but given that this is Paul Mariner's first game coaching Toronto FC, all eyes will be on Mariner and see what Toronto gets up to, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no doubt, and Paul Mariner's not looking to tip his cap either as to how he's going to line this team up or what position or what places on the pitch that he'll have his players, and nor should he for that matter. This is very important for Paul, these next two games. They're very tough two games. I know we're talking about Kansas City first, but it's a road trip that goes through Houston after this, as you know, and for Paul Mariner, he needs this team to be on side and together because it's not going to be easy. If they're even to get a point out of either of these two games or both of them, they're going to have some stick-togetherness because both teams that they'll be facing will be very tough, and of course the conditions in both Kansas City and Houston will be very warm, very hot, a climate these guys have not, at least this year, yet experienced.
And Kansas City, of course, got off to that really hot start, winning 7 games in a row. Then they were winless for 4 games, finally finishing with a win before going into the international break. What should we expect from them?
Speed. They love to pressure the ball. And I'll tell you what, I watched their game against San Jose. Very entertaining football. Great soccer to watch. Their front three don't sit back and just let the defense carry the ball up the pitch. They will pressure you into making mistakes. And that's a real strength of the team. And then their midfield connects so well with the players up front and with the back line. Matt Beasler with the appendicitis is not going to be in the starting lineup. And he's part of a real good 1-2 central defense for them. So he'll be missed. And that might be an area that TFC will want to exploit, whether it's Danny Couvermans or Reggie Lamb or whoever's playing up front to try to jump in some of those holes, Joao Plata as well.
And this is the first of 5 straight games against conference opposition. How important is it for Toronto to get something out of this Kansas City team where not a lot of people have a lot of success?
Well, I mean, no one's counting on them to get anything out of these 2 games, and I think you use that as a motivator. I would as an athlete. I know that you're going in there, and they don't know what to expect from Toronto because of the coaching change, but the players on the field think they should beat you, and they should beat you rather easily because you're 1-9. Use that as a motivator. Come away with at least a point in each of these 2 games. And right now for Toronto FC, the reality for these players is to feel good after every game. If you get a point out of it, great, but at least feel good about your performance, feel good about your effort, and then see what points come out of that.
So no Matt Beasler for Kansas City, but still a very tough squad with 8 wins this season already. The match is on Gold TV Canada Saturday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There will be a pregame show with yourself and the rest of the Gold TV Canada crew, as well as a postgame show. And also the match is on radio. Is it being simulcast?
Yeah, it'll be simulcast on Sportsnet 590 The Fan as well.
All right, fantastic. Tune in on Saturday night. See you then.